Girlfriend, F24. Cheated on me, M24, in a long-distance relationship as she wanted to explore herself. So, I started talking to this girl back in 2021, got introduced to her because we worked in the same company. After a few weeks I asked her out and began a relationship. We stayed in a long-distance relationship as work from home was introduced. We spent a lot of time together as we were working together. Shared a great connection, had so many similar hobbies, interests, and kinks. After 1 year she tells me that she plans to move abroad to pursue higher education, masters, as she wasn't satisfied with her current salary and asked me to do the same since it'd be beneficial for our career growth, and would give us an opportunity to build a life together at some place new. I agreed and we both applied for spring intake together. We got the admission. Her visa got approved but mine didn't, so I had to apply for fall intake. Ultimately it did get approved. So, she left in December 2022, and again we continued the long-distance relationship. After 2 months she was crying like crazy and tells me that her roommate tried to kiss her forcefully while he was drunk and she rejected it. I told her to strictly establish boundaries so that these sorts of incidents don't happen again, or just look for another place. In next few weeks when things seemed fine, she asks me for my thoughts on open relationships. I straight up told her no, I'm not interested in that and I'll never be interested in it. And she told me to just try and have a one-night stand and see how it feels. I got somewhat alarmed and told her no means no, and she didn't bring it up again. The thing is that we were both virgins and we had planned about exploring the sex stuff together. So, it did come as a shock as to why she's asking me to try these things when we have plans for that sort of stuff already. Then later on everything made sense. So, this month out of nowhere she tells me that things got physical between her and her roommate, the one who tried to kiss her forcefully, while they were alone in gym, and later on ended up having sex. This continued for few days. She told me that she just couldn't wait, and as she feels like she's getting old, she feels the need to explore herself. The sex didn't mean anything and that she still wants to build a life with me and she loves me. I was so furious. Here I am, leaving my job, family business, everything behind. Spending tons of money just so that we could be together, get married and build something for us, and this is what she did to me. She says she feels very guilty about it and she has ended everything with her roommate and is already looking for a new place where she will live by herself until I'm with her. Sorry for making this so lengthy, I'm just devastated. I don't know how to handle this. I haven't picked her calls or replied to her texts. I feel so betrayed and have no motivation to move abroad. Everything feels like a waste and a mistake. Any suggestions on what should I do? Shall I forgive her and give another chance? Or shall I continue ignoring her? Should I tell my friend's BF or wait? To keep things brief, I became friends with this girl while completing an internship abroad. She has a boyfriend of 4 years, who visited her at one point during the internship. I witnessed this girl cheat on this man with 4 different men and even heard her say, "I don't really feel guilty about it. I have distanced myself from her because I find that disgusting, and now that I am back home and she lives in a completely different state, I have no reason to really continue a friendship. I've been wanting to tell her BF, but these are the things that are stopping me. 1. She currently lives with her BF, and is currently unemployed, but looking for a job last time I heard. She does not have a good relationship with her family, and seems to have some other issues. I'm scared that if I tell the BF, he will kick her out, rightfully so, and that she will be left with no one to turn to. 2. She mentioned once that her boyfriend has a bad temper, though not physically violent. I'm scared that if I tell him, this could potentially be a dangerous situation for her. 3. Might be a silly reason, but she's into witchcraft and stuff like that. I'm scared she'll do some shit to me. She would def know it was me because out of all our friends, I was the only one who told her what she's doing is hella wrong, and once when I was drunk, said that I kinda wanted to tell him. I'm also sure her BF would crack and tell her it was me. Even after what she did, I don't want her to be homeless or in a dangerous situation. But I also feel like the BF should know. They've talked about marriage, buying a house, etc. I would want to know if I was him. Should I tell him? Or is it none of my business? So, I know my coworker girlfriend, we'll call her Gwen, is cheating on him, we'll call him Jay, with another coworker, we'll call him Sam. About a month ago Gwen shared that she and Jay are thinking about marriage. Between a week to 2 weeks later I have noticed that Gwen was hanging out with Sam a little close and more often than usual. But I brush it off. But about a week ago I have discovered that Gwen and Sam been sleeping together about the same time I noticed they were hanging out in the parking lot. Usually, I care if people decide to shit where they eat, but Jay is a very good dude who loves this girl. He is also a very good coworker. I don't think I can watch him get married when I know it doomed to fail, especially in our profession. Marriage have to be very strong to survive. I'm kinda hoping he finds out himself that she's cheating before any proposal and wedding dates. I can't look him, especially when everyone else within the hanging out group, a group of coworkers that hang out with each outside of work, knows Gwen and Sam are part of that group, and have brought Jay with her to hang out with them, knowing she fucking Sam and talking to another dude within the group. Oh, and me and Gwen are cool, so I feel a little bit iffy about telling Jay of her wrongdoing. She might think I owe her loyalty or something. Anyway, should I tell him? I need some advice about me. I, 21 meters, have faced major health issues, thus losing my self-esteem. I don't think I ever deserve to be loved and sexually wanted by anyone anymore, but I still tried to look for love. Before, I was loyal. I hate cheating. When a fling or dates with guys fails, yes, I'm gay. I think I was on my breaking point that I tried to just look for something sexual online. However, things got worse. I was so desperate that I became a third party for a while in a relationship in the brink of breaking. I realized what a douchebag I became, and I sought professional help. Anyway, I still felt guilty with all my mistakes. Once more, I tried looking for love. However, I encountered a new problem. I am bombarded with intrusive thoughts in a relationship. I dated a guy and all my brain is telling me is, what if your feelings aren't real? What if it fails again? Or, what if you just want to break up soon? So again, I sought professional help and managed them, well except for some intrusive thoughts such as, what if you just want sex? What if you want an open relationship? Or, what if you have cheating tendencies? All sexual intrusive thoughts scare me. I was told that intrusive thoughts do not need to be true, they are just there to mess you up. But what if I really have cheating tendencies? Or I am still looking for validation through sex? I don't want to be that douchebag that I hated. Unfortunately, we ended up things with that guy because he used someone else's face. I can't afford to see my therapist yet because it's costly. Share your story in the comments, I would love to add them to a video.